President Ramatar attends funeral of late Assistant Police Commissioner Diary Dec. Christmas cheer is brought to young patients of the Georgetown Public Hospital's pediatric ward, and the head of state offers sympathy on behalf of the nation to Caricom member states hard hit by tropical storms. We'll have the details of these and other presidential activities in this week's edition of the Diary for the period December 21 to December 27. I'm your host, Paul McAdam. President Ramatar and other high-ranking joint services officers bid farewell to the late Assistant Police Commissioner Diary Dec. The President, accompanied by Home Affairs Minister Clement Rohi, Police Commissioner Leroy Brummel, Guyana Defence Force Chief of Staff Brigadier Mark Phillips, and other high-ranking officers of the joint services attended the funeral of the late Assistant Commissioner Diary Dec. The late Commissioner's years of dedicated service to the Guyana Police Force was lauded, and the impact that he had on the lives of many of his fellow ranks was remembered. According to the President, quote, "In our brother Diary Dec's case, we can console ourselves by saying that he had made a significant contribution to the development of the Guyana Police Force. We will all end up this way one day, but we must all do what we can now to serve our community, society, and country well." End of quote. Commissioner of Police Leroy Brummel described Josiah as a shining example of what a police officer should be. End of quote. Assistant Commissioner Josiah died at a private hospital of a suspected heart attack on December 13th after his involvement in an automobile accident in November, where he sustained a broken leg and an injury to his shoulder. The First Family hosts its annual Christmas party for underprivileged children. President Donald Ramatar and First Lady Deolachmi Ramatar brought Christmas cheer and goodwill to children and other vulnerable groups at State House hosted the children from various communities on Saturday, December 22nd. The children were treated to goodies provided by the First Lady's Foundation, and they were also serenaded with appropriate Christmas songs and carols, whilst the more enthusiastic ones took the opportunity to have their faces colorfully painted and play various games.
Christmas, as you know, is this very happy time of the year. It's a very festive season, a season of giving and receiving, a season of love and joy, and it's a season particularly for our children to enjoy themselves, along with their parents and everyone else. And we hope that we're making a small contribution to ensure that this year that you have a very good time.
The First Lady also wished Guyanese and those in attendance a Merry Christmas and a successful 2014. Around 200 children recently received gifts from the First Lady at Christmas parties which were held at Bat and Blamen villages in Region 5. A similar number from the Essequibo Coast and the Upper and Lower Pomeroon were also feted by the First Lady recently. You've been watching The Diary, where we have been recapping highlights of the country's President's weekly activities. More after the break.
About 190,000 students have benefited from government's school uniform program in 2013. Guyana is the only Caricom country that is providing this form of assistance for its students to ensure all can access education. This initiative caters for students from nursery level to grade 11. Guyana needs a new modern international airport which will increase air travel and will directly lead to an increase in economic activity for many sectors and individuals. This will firmly place Guyana on the road to modern advancement, which is necessary for the economic transformation of the country. The new infrastructure will accommodate the widest variety of aircraft type, and the expanded CJIA will also allow Guyana to be the South American hub for international travel into Europe. But the political opposition, however, does not feel it is necessary for the economic transformation of the country. They severed financial allocations to this transformational project in an attempt to strangle development. All Guyanese need to be on board with this major transformational project.
The government of Guyana, through the Amerindian Affairs Ministry, has launched a comprehensive youth apprenticeship and entrepreneurial program. This initiative addresses youth development and empowerment and is designed to meet the objective of securing indigenous livelihood by developing the capacity and capability of youths. The program is being implemented in regions 1, 7, 8, and 9, benefiting close to 1,000 people between the ages of 18 to 40 years.
The head of state calls for peace and goodwill as he delivers his Christmas message. President Donald Ramatar called on all Guyanese and those in the diaspora to enjoy the Christmas season. saying that, quote, "May you all find at this time peace, contentment, and hope, the poignant messages of Christmas. To the Christian community, I extend special wishes for a holy and joyous Christmas. I've always been captivated by the Nativity with its themes of humility, duty, faith, and hope. The Christmas story reminds us that God had a special role for the ordinary and humble in his mission here on earth. The wonderful story of the birth of Jesus Christ is one that should make us all feel good about ourselves and towards each other, no matter what our station in life." End of quote. The head of state also called on the more fortunate to remember those in need, such as those who were sick, lonely, bereaved, or enduring unfortunate circumstances at this time, and urged all Guyanese to reach out, as they have been doing over the years, to the unfortunate and shower them with love and kindness. He noted that Christmas, whilst being a Christian festival, is universally celebrated and helps everyone to appreciate the innate value and importance of human relations across religions, class, or political affiliation, and expressed the wish that a feeling of goodwill extends into the coming year. The President and his daughter brought some Christmas cheer to young patients of the Georgetown Public Hospital's pediatric ward on Christmas Day. Accompanied by his daughter Lisa, President Donald Ramatar visited the pediatric ward of the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation on Christmas Day. The President and his daughter delivered gifts and kind words to the young patients who were being treated for various ailments.
Coming here to extend Christmas greetings to those who are not in a position to totally enjoy themselves, but I thought I'd come to meet them, to meet the nurses, the caregivers, the doctors who are here at this point in time, who would have been away from their families and contribution and making a service. So it was good for me to be here. I'm happy to have been here.
The head of state also expressed appreciation for those caregivers on duty at this time during the various children's units.
I want to express profound thanks to the caregivers, the nurses and the doctors and all those who are working hard here for the work that they're doing on behalf of our country, on behalf of our people. And to those who are ill, I take the opportunity to wish them a very speedy recovery, and hopefully they will be spending New Year's at home.
Children visiting their siblings, along with staffers on duty at the pediatric ward, also received presents from the President. The annual Christmas visit to the pediatric ward by the head of state has been an established tradition for many years. The President expressed his sympathy to fellow Caricom states hard hit by severe weather recently. President Ramatar, in a telephone call on December 26, extended his sympathies to Prime Minister of St. Lucia, Dr. Kenny Anthony, on the loss of lives and damage to property and infrastructure caused by the severe rains and heavy winds which swept over the Eastern Caribbean over the past few days. Due to communication difficulties, the President was unable to reach the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. Ralph Gonzalez, to convey similar sentiments. A tropical high-pressure weather system has resulted in at least 20 deaths in St. Lucia and St. Vincent, with several persons reported missing. According to the Guyana Foreign Affairs Ministry, the government of Guyana will continue to monitor the situation via reports from the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency with a view to supporting recovery efforts of the affected member states of the Eastern Caricom. More of the diary after this break.
Guyana needs a new modern international airport which will increase air travel and will directly lead to an increase in economic activity for many sectors and individuals. This will firmly place Guyana on the road to modern advancement, which is necessary for the economic transformation of the country. The new infrastructure will accommodate the widest variety of aircraft type, and the expanded CJIA will also allow Guyana to be the South American hub for international travel into Europe. But the political opposition, however, does not feel it is necessary for the economic transformation of the country. They severed financial allocations to this transformational project in an attempt to strangle development. All Guyanese need to be on board with this major transformational project.
The government of Guyana, through the Amerindian Affairs Ministry, has launched a comprehensive youth apprenticeship and entrepreneurial program. This initiative addresses youth development and empowerment and is designed to meet the objective of securing indigenous livelihood by developing the capacity and capability of youths. The program is being implemented in Regions 1, 7, 8, and 9, benefiting close to 1,000 people between the ages of 18 to 40 years.
About 190,000 students have benefited from government's school uniform program in 2013. Guyana is the only Caricom country that is providing this form of assistance for its students to ensure all can access education. This initiative caters for students from nursery level to grade 11.
That's all in this week's diary for the period December 21 to December 27. To recap, President Ramatar attends the funeral of the late Police Assistant Commissioner Diary Dec. Christmas cheer is brought to young patients of the Georgetown Public Hospital's pediatric ward, and the head of state offers sympathy on behalf of the nation to Caricom member states hard hit by tropical storms. Do join us again for the next program when we will bring you more of the President's activities. I'm your host, Paul McAdam, thanking you for joining us. Do have a pleasant rest of the week. Happy holidays.